What's up, John? Chris here, the owner of CNP Marketing Design. And in this video, I'm going to show you what you can do to bring more customers straight to your business using your website, Google Business Profile, and a few other strategies as the tools. Now, the main topics of today are going to be content, backlinks, and citations, and what they'll actually do for your business if you use these strategies. More importantly, how you could easily get an extra 15 jobs per month or more consistently by doing what I'm about to teach you right here in this video. But first off, man, I checked out the page, and the page itself looks awesome. I love the picture up here with you in your truck. And I saw you're doing some giveaways. You're posting amazing before and after pictures, which are all incredible things for your branding. I did notice that you have a website. You have a Google site that Google offers you when you start up a Google Business Profile with them. One thing about this site is it's not able to be set up to actually generate you customers. It's not SEO friendly. It's not actually going to generate you business, but it is an amazing thing to be able to actually send your customers to show that you at least have a website. Now, the first topic I'm going to go over with you is page content. And to do that, I'm going to go into one of your biggest competitors in the Wilmington area, and that's Total Power Wash. Now, page content is made up of the words, the images, and text behind the images called alt text that make up a certain page of any site. Now, you want to get at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage to be properly optimized with Google, depending on your competition and keywords. And this is also going to give you a lot more opportunity to fill in with some buyer intent keywords that you're trying to get business for. And a buyer intent keyword is a word or phrase searched in Google that indicates that person's ready to buy your services. For example, if somebody looked up power washing companies, Wilmington, Delaware, you know that they're looking to get a power washing job done, right? And it's in an area that you target. And when you rank for these words, you come up and get more customers coming straight to you that are already ready to buy. And to sum it up, Google loves information and relevancy. And in your content, you can place these keywords that tells Google exactly what terms you want to be put in front of when people search for them. That's why content is king, and it's the easiest and fastest way to rank for anything. Now, if you check out the amount of content that they have on this front page, they have a decent amount, but it's still not optimized, right? Which is going to make it that much easier to beat these guys and get all of the business that they're getting to their website to yours instead. Now, the second topic I want to go over with you are backlinks. To do that, I'm going to go into a tool I use called Ahrefs that gives you the breakdown of the performance of a website. And as you can see, first, we are looking at yours, and right now, your website isn't doing anything. Google doesn't even know that this exists. We go over to your competitors, there's a huge difference here, and a huge difference in the amount of traffic that they're getting as well. People actually going to their website to buy their services. Now, there's a lot of numbers up here, and I don't want to get you confused, so I'm going to explain this to you real quick. The UR is the power of their homepage. The DR is the power of their entire website. This is the number of backlinks that they have, which I'll explain to you what those are in a minute. This is the number of websites referring those backlinks or sending those backlinks, the number of keywords that they're ranking for, and the estimated amount of traffic based on Ahrefs analysis of their patterns, right? Now, it's probably about 5 to 10 times higher than this, so you're looking at about 4,000 searches every single month going to this website, right? And that's a ton of opportunity for paying customers, and what you're missing out on right now by not doing this. Getting back to backlinks though, a backlink is super simple. It's just another website linking to yours through theirs, either through a clickable text or image. So if I clicked, let's say I went back here and I clicked on this logo right here, and it brought me up to, let's say, your website, that's an example of this website sending your website a backlink because your website is backlinked into their website. Now, the idea is that these links act like an endorsement of your website from other sites that Google uses to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. Kind of like a popularity contest for the person with the most wins, but not all backlinks are created equal. You want more powerful and relevant sites linking to you to give you more authority in Google's eyes because quality always wins with backlinks. And by relevant, I mean if you have the pressure washing sites like Total Power Wash linking to you, that's going to do a whole lot more for you than a site like Pizza Hut for obvious reasons, right? Now, we could actually take a look at their backlinks, find out what they're using to make them so successful, and we can use this as a roadmap to beat them at their own game. But let's take a look at some of their keywords first, try to see what they're actually ranking for. Now, as you can see, a keyword like this is going to be the perfect thing for you. It's buyer intent and it's location specific. Power washing near me could land in front of anybody in the country, right? As long as this is a United States keyword. But this is specific to that location, right? And it on average gets 80 searches every single month. If you rank for just a few of these keywords, imagine how many extra customers you could get every single month. Now, I took the liberty of giving you the breakdown of some of those numbers and how they work here at the end of this video, but first we're going to look at a Google search. The first thing you see here is an amazing tool called the Google Map Pack. Many people come here first to find a business that fills their needs, and getting ranked in this top position typically means at least an extra 40 to 50% more calls than top organic ranking alone with just the website. Now, what gets you ranked here amongst other things is having a stronger and larger citation profile than your competitors. And the citation is your business's name, address, and phone number submitted into directories such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. And yes, there are a lot of other ranking factors, but your organic ranking with your site and your citations are some of the biggest here. You could also rank in multiple areas all at once using the same profile, as well as capture all of those near me keywords like pressure washing near me. So let's say, for example, you put your business right here in Wilmington, right? The more power you generate to your profile, the larger the area it's going to cover. And now you have people from all over this range because you cover all of it, looking for any kind of services that you provide. You're popping up in this first position and they're calling you and you're getting that business. Now, once these strategies are all coming together and you're beginning to outgrow your competitors, here's what you might be looking at and why it's worth it. So just out of these few keywords that I got in Wilmington, not including all the other keywords that there are, all the other services that you might offer, and all of the other areas that you target for that matter, you're looking at 360 searches every single month on a consistent basis. Now, if you converted just 3% of those searches into paying customers, which is a low ball, that's an extra 11 deals per month from your website. And if you couple that with the Google Business Profile, you're looking at an additional 15 jobs per month or more by using both strategies in just in this one area, not including anything else. This just kind of shows you how the numbers work and what you can expect if you use the numbers this way. So how do we actually find these numbers though? The average click-through rate of somebody in the top position of Google is 28.5%, meaning if I looked up pressure washing Wilmington, Delaware, typically this first guy, well in this case is a directory site, so the second guy in this case is probably going to get more clicks. But if these were all organics, this guy would get about 28.5% of those site visits. And 60 to 80% of those from buyer intent keywords will actually call your business or fill out a lead form. And if your closing rate is about 50%, which it typically is getting leads this way, here's what the numbers look like from just your website. If you ranked in the top position for a buyer intent keyword that brought you 100 searches every single month, you could expect to close about 8 to 11 deals per month on average by maintaining that top position. I just like the low ball out at 3% being the minimum, even though it's often higher because, hey, nobody's ever upset with the low ball, right? I also did some additional research on the paid ad side of things, which is another great strategy for your market. I saw that you cover this entire area, so I did the research there. Only relevant things here too. So when you look at what your opportunities are here, right? Power washing itself being one word, one keyword that people are looking for, right? 1,300, well actually more recently closer to 2,500 searches every single month. And the cost per click is not that high here, right? So if we went over, and by the way, you're talking about 14,000 searches for things relevant to the services that you offer on a monthly basis. How many customers do you think you can get if you just grabbed a fraction of that, right? Now let me break down some numbers there as well for you. If we looked at your ROI for Google Ads, if the average cost per click is $1, it takes about 10 to 20 clicks, people clicking on your ad to actually get a lead. It takes about 2 leads to close a deal. You're looking at anywhere from $20 to $40 per deal. If your average profit per job is around 200, which it might be a lot more for you, I have no idea, but you're looking at least 5 to 10 times higher than you're paying per ad spend that you're profiting, right? So if you're paying $20 and you're making $200, that is a massive profit for you. Some of the other strategies I wanted to go over with you real quick that are going to help you out a lot if you were interested in knowing about them were things that take over more regions rather than specified areas, such as the strategy we went over to capture Wilmington, right? So your Google Business Profile, these are going to be the biggest things to help you rank there. I'm going to leave this on the screen because I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long or an hour for that matter. But these are going to be your main ranking factors. Facebook ads is another great way to go, especially when you're starting off, to really get some feelers out there. You can expect to get about $5 to $15 per lead if you do this right. And this is the information that you're going to want to use for actually constructing those Facebook ads. As far as your ad copy, you need to know who your ideal customer is for your targeting and your ad copy itself and your media for that matter. If you're targeting high class areas, you're obviously going to want to have pictures of high class areas. You're going to want to speak as if you're speaking to someone that is your ideal customer. You're going to want to target those specific areas for those interests that your ideal customer actually has. And you have to be patient and test different methods because every ad in every market is going to react differently. This is going to be the biggest information for Google ads as well. Google ads are great because they're intent driven. So you already know the prospect is looking for a job, right? So they're much more likely to convert and actually buy from you because they already know that they have an issue that they're trying to get solved. You're just now the issue being put in front of them, right? And these are going to be the biggest things to work with you on the Google ad side of things. Landing pages are extremely beneficial and actually a necessity for converting these leads, right? When they visit your landing page, if they're not made properly, they're not going to convert and they're not going to buy from you, call from you, or fill out a lead form giving you their information. So landing page is a must for one, and two, needs to be done right. So these are going to be the biggest information for the landing page. John, I hope this information helps you. I'm not sure what your margins are, but if you multiplied your average profit per job and the number of jobs you would get if you did even one of these strategies, what could you be making this year if you did this, right? And this is what I do for a living. And while this video is going to help you start generating a really good amount of revenue, if you want to step it up, go after larger areas, more keywords, or if you just have any questions whatsoever about any of this, you're more than welcome to shoot me a message back. You can give me a call or text at 330-978-5004. Either way, I would really appreciate just a line of feedback so I know whether or not you got some value out of this video. But thank you so much, John. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon, my man.